One time, I shoved gum up my nose.
Why did you stick gum up your nose?
I don't like your tone. I'll put gum up my nose whenever I please.
Action.
My name is Acacia Forgot, and I am from Los Angeles. I feel like I am one of the most forgetful people in the world, so I had to pay homage to that. And I just wanted something a little fun. I don't want a boring pageant name. I've had friends who have known me for a year or two, and then they're like, wait, Acacia Forgot, now I get it. The drag scene in LA is very skimpy, very hot and sexy, which is not me. So I like to gravitate towards the country music scene, where I can take my guitar and play a 45-minute set, maybe bring a band, see some cowboy hats, see some little butts and Wranglers, some cowboy boots. I play the guitar, the mandolin, the the piano, the banjo, the dobro, the ukulele, the harmonica, the button accordion, and the piano accordion. And I also might play the skin flute. You come to an Acacia Forgot show, you're getting original music, big boobs, blonde hair, cinched little waist, pencil skirt. I've never met a rhinestone I haven't liked. I love a shoulder pad, a black fishnet. We'll talk about that later. Someone who really inspires me is Dolly Parton because of the dramatic features, the glitz, the glamour, the blonde hair. She's the most universally loved person, statistically. Just having no hate towards other people, respecting everyone's walk of life.
Is that what you're like?
No, I have a lot of judgment towards different people. What makes me different than any other queen? I mean, there's not many queens who play the guitar, for starters. I bring a sense of style that a lot of girls don't. I feel like there's a lot of ugly girls in the world. I feel like I stand out because I'm not. I've heard from a lot of people that they think I'm a bitch when they first meet me. I think that I'm very unapproachable. I just say to them, then why are you standing in front of me? I am so competitive. I have done so many sports, baseball, soccer. I did swimming for 14 years. I was a competitive Irish dancer. I was really little when I did it, and I saw Lord of the Dance. My gay ass was like, I wanna do that. I wanna look like Michael Flatley and do my little thing. I'm America's next drag superstar because I think it is time for a live musician to win the crown and take drag to places that drag is not going, like every little dive bar hole around this country. Why do I do drag? Girl, next question. What is that question? Cause it's fun. Why don't you do drag? This is fun. Look at me. I look. Don't y'all want to try it? Damn.
Action.
Hi, my name is Arrietty, and I am from Seattle, Washington. I got Arrietty from a Miyazaki film. Yup, it sounded so, I was like, I want it. Growing up, I drew a lot, and I was more artsy, so I did sculpture. I love cartoons, anime, I love it all, the fantasy. The drag scene in Seattle is very cool. It's alternative. You can have more fun with drag. You can mess around with different numbers, you can test things. It's more of just a, what's the word? Throwing your balls to the wall and smashing them with the pumpkin. Holy shit, it is hot in this bitch. I'm burning up. Oh my God. What makes me different is a lot. I'm airheaded as f. I don't know, I'm artsy. I have a different eye for drag. These girls can't touch it. Sorry. Usually when people meet me, they think intimidation. I'm to myself a lot, so that might come off very, I don't want to talk to you, but it's true, I don't want to talk to you. If you talk to me, I would say, hey, and then literally run the f away. I might come off bitchy. I have a secret talent of making people mad. Bitches around me are always mad. The girls are dropping like flies, just angry.
So are you not very sisterly?
Huh?
Are you not very sisterly?
I heard the question. I'm not the type of person to be, in everyone's business. I like to live my life. I like a wall, I like my privacy, and I'm gonna do me. The biggest misconception about me is that I'm good at everything. Everyone has flaws. I'm flawed. I'm a flawed person. I am very competitive. Actually, yes and no, because I don't really pay attention to other people. I just like to do my thing. And if it's good, it's good. If it's not, hey. Jealousy is something that I don't have in my body. I'm sorry, that's for the weak and for the girls who are ugly, but we are in a competition. So yes, I will throw a bitch down the stairs. I've done it before. When another queen comes for me, I like to play with them, like rats. I like to just like flap it around. Grab it by the tail and you do this with it. And hope it doesn't splatter on the ground. Being on season 17 of RuPaul's Drag Race means the world to me. I knew I was gonna get on the season, honestly. I felt it inside my pussy. I'm America's Next Drag oh my God. Hey, tongue twister. I'm America's Next Drag Superstar because I have something y'all haven't seen before. And I'm a cool girl.
I'm like a kid. I make weird noises. I like to play around.
Give me a
No. Maybe later. I'll show you later. You're not on the close friends on Instagram yet. You gotta wait for that.
action.
So I am Crystal Envy and I am from Asbury Park, New Jersey. I started doing drag at 13 years old, stealing my mom's MAC concealer and my younger sister's little outfits, and I would feel the fantasy in my room. I would get bullied going into school as like a young queer boy. So when I came home and got into drag, I felt like I had this armor. Crystal came from me always being obsessed with like shiny things, anything that glitters, glistens, if you will. Crystal is also a play on my out of drag name, Chris, so it just phonetically sounds really pleasing to me. And then Envy I came up with because at 13 years old, I just knew I was gonna always be the most sickening bitch in the room, and everyone always envies me. The drag scene in Asbury Park is quite competitive. Sometimes the queens get overlooked in New Jersey because New York is right there, but New Jersey's just as sickening as New York, baby. Paradise in Asbury Park has been around for 20 plus years. I am a former Miss Paradise. There's a bunch of other girls that have competed for it. They haven't won, but I've won. Ding. When you come to a Crystal Envy show, you are getting a production. You're gonna be encapsulated the entire time. While I'll reel you in with the way I look when I first step out on stage, halfway through, I'm gonna do a reveal or a stunt and you're gonna gag. And then at the end, I'm gonna finish it with a beautiful finale and a cherry on top, and you're just gonna live for the rest of your life, and I will stay in your mind. I'm a makeup artist at heart. That's my job, that's my day job. I also love doing hair. I took dance when I was a kid. I was always involved in musical theater. I sew, my grandma taught me to sew from a young age. I was hand stitching buttons on at like 3 years old. Everyone thinks I'm a bitch when they first meet me and I don't know why. I think it's the RBF and all the Botox I have. I can't move the face too much. And pretty girls get a bad rep, you know? It's like the Regina George mentality, I think. But I'm such a selfless person. I will take care of you before I take care of myself. If you need a pair of shoes, I'll take them off my feet for you because you forgot yours. You need an earring, it's yours. We're all here for each other at the end of the day, and drag is about sisterhood. That's what connects us. Sometimes girls think I'm just a look queen, and that's not the tea. The look is the most important because if you look like people are just gonna think whatever else you present to them is Can I say
Yeah.
Okay, good. Competitiveness, I'm a 15 out of 10. I like to compete, I like to win. People are like, there's no I in team. No, I'm me, I, and I wanna win. Point blank, period. If another queen were to come for me, I would just come back. I mean, I just get angry. I just get really mad. I'm gonna make you probably wanna cry. Don't piss me off. You can ask my man, he'll know. What am I most nervous about this season? I'm always nervous about everything because I feel like when you're nervous, that just means you care. Nervous is a good thing. It is absolutely mind-blowing that I'm sitting here in this chair right now and I'm on RuPaul's Drag Race season 17. If you asked my younger queer self at 13 years old doing drag in my bedroom, would you be on Drag Race? The answer would be yes. So I expected this. I am America's Next Drag Superstar because, I mean, bitch, do you see this shit coming on here? I'm talented, I'm beautiful, I give you things that you've never seen before at shows, I can dance, I can sing, and I can make you laugh. And I'm super, super humble, the most humble. These bitches are ugly. So why wouldn't you want to put the crown on my head?
There's a fly right there. Go back to hell where you belong. devil.
Amen.
Maybe that's actually just a fuzzy and it's not a fly. It's a fuzzy. I get it. I'm like a frog, like, but it was a fuzzy. Okay, next question.
Action.
Hi. I'm hanging on like a hair in a biscuit. How are you doing? My name is Hormona Lisa, and I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee. My drag name comes from two words, one being hormonal, because I'm a little wackadoodle, a little crazy, and the other being Mona Lisa, because I went to art school. I didn't finish, dropped out, but I still went. The drag scene in Chattanooga is really cute. I would have to say I'm probably like the best one in every way, especially like looks, of course. I wouldn't say we have a ton of boogers, but I don't know what a step up from a booger would be, but we have some of those as well. My style is very heavily influenced by old Hollywood glamour, Marilyn Monroe, but also a little bit of like Disney princess in there as well. I like frou-frou skirts, petticoats galore, fluff, ruffles. I do a lot of pink, but I like other colors like fuchsia. I guess that's still a pink, but who cares? My favorite kind of number to do would be some kind of ballad and put like an animal sound in it. I was raised on a farm, so if I can bring like a cow or a turkey or something into a number, I'm going to. I would say what sets me apart from the other girls in this competition is that I have a good credit score, number one. I don't know about everybody else, but they probably should get financial advisors. I think they probably need it. I also have pretty feet too. Some of their feet are like pretty gnarly when you see them in dressing rooms. It's kind of gross. Get that checked out, girl. I think that the biggest misconception about me is that I lack intelligence. I think just with the mild ADHD stuff, I have a degree in marketing and business administration, interior architecture, and I'm almost done with my MBA. Yeah, I'm smart. When another queen comes for me, it's a toss-up what I do. I'm either gonna laugh, cry, I'm gonna come for her back. It's gonna be like a 33% chance of each one, which actually doesn't equal 100 now that I just said that out loud. It's like 99. The other 1%, I'm probably gonna pass out. I fainted at my high school graduation. I'm like one of those goats. If you like scream at it, it just like passes out. I love goats too. My mama has goats. Okay, sorry. That was supposed to be like very poetic, but I think it was just word vomit. Is that the word? Or word soup? I don't know. I don't like soup though. Actually had a salad for lunch. I skipped the soup.
I don't know how we got here.
You're the interviewer. Girl, take back control. It's not my fault.
I smell like vanilla, flowers, a bakery, but like a sweet bakery, not like an overwhelming like yeasty bakery. No, never the yeasty bakeries. Not that.
Action.
Oh my God, I can't believe we're on Meet the Queens right now. What is life? My name is Jules Sparkles, and I am from Tampa, Florida. I was an Instagram girl when I first started doing drag. That's why I picked jewels, because jewels are things that don't really have a purpose besides being pretty and gorgeous and shiny. But you know, over time, you gotta give the full fantasy, you gotta give a show. And so I've learned to sparkle. The drag scene in Tampa is very much so you think you can dance. I feel like if you're not calling your insurance after a drag show in Tampa, you didn't do it right. It is the battle of the Renaissance. The girls are flying from the ceilings, cartwheels. I'm so happy I grew up in that environment because it taught me to like really learn how to give a show. My drag is very visually pleasing. I love to give a look first, but not only do I give the look, but I give the face. I always say I'm like a Polly Pocket that can't always find her clothes. Very cutesy aesthetic. I do love a good bow here and there, and very naked. Sorry, I forgot my skirt. I don't know where it went. I do drag because I don't know what else I would do if I didn't do drag. I mean, I feel like that's all I'm good for. I feel like the angel that I was always meant to be when I'm in drag. I do drag to survive. With makeup and doing makeup so much, it made me learn to love my features, for sure. I felt like for a long time I was deeply, deeply, fiercely insecure. Drag really made me love myself. I think the first impression people usually get from me is that I can be a bitch, or I can be like a mean girl or fake. But no, I'm just a really bubbly person. I don't think I'm like calculated enough to be a bitch. I'm just here to party. I'm a good time girl. I'm a very competitive person. I came here to win. I will do anything for the crowd. I used to do competitive theater, which is like, you know, kind of random, but hey. I used to compete in competitive pantomimes. I was the fiercest pantomiming diva in Florida. Clock that tea. Clock it. I am Puerto Rican and I am Cuban. And so I was visiting my family in Puerto Rico and my cousin was obsessed with Drag Race. Shout out to Alondra, hey queen. And she was like, you need to watch this show. And then she put on the season 10 reunion. It was just like light bulbs went off. It was like confetti started flying. And I'm imagining like confetti and light bulbs like in the background going. Everything just made sense after that. As soon as I got back home from Puerto Rico on that trip, I would practice my makeup in my room every single day. I would watch a different tutorial from a different queen. And I pretty much did that every day for like 3 years until I started performing. And here we are now on Drag Race, which is so full circle. I'm so proud of myself too for making it here at, you know, my young little demure age. I pinch myself every day. What a dream come true. I'm so lucky. I am America's Next Drag Superstar because we haven't had a Latina winner in a very long time, okay? We need Latinas with a crown on. There hasn't been a Puerto Rican winner of Drag Race. It would be so major to represent Puerto Rico and be the Latina queen that I know Puerto Ricans deserve. Latinas, I'm coming for la crown.
I do not call out of these gigs unless it's an emergency or if I'm sick. An emergency is like, oh my God, this guy called me. He said he wants me to suck his dick. And I said, okay, seems like an emergency, I'll go.
Action.
My name is Joella and I am from LA. The drag scene in Los Angeles, it's competitive, but no one wants to admit it. You gotta be real, but you also have to kind of be a fake bitch to make it in LA. So the story of my drag name, I'm Joey. When I was in high school, I had a friend and he would call me Joella. So when I started drag, I was looking for a feminine version of my boy name. And it was either Josephine or Joella. And who the fuck is gonna be walking around here named Josephine? The kind of drag I do is classic drag with a modern twist. The big hair, big jewelry, big stones, big everything, you know. I am definitely a more is more queen. I do drag to survive. I feel like in this world, I always have to fight for like what I need and to be represented and to feel respected. And through drag, I went from someone that people didn't give a fuck about, who they would always make fun of, who they would always turn a blind eye to. But ever since I started drag, people started paying attention to me. When I step into the room, like in and out of drag, I demand to be respected at all times. I'm a very big arachnophobe. Whenever I walk into a room, I immediately start scanning all corners and walls for spiders. Oh my God, I can't do spiders, girl. No spiders. First I run out of the room, and then I grab something to spray it with because I'm not touching it. Actually, in the hotel the other day, I called the front desk at 5 a.m. because I found a spider in my room, and I was not gonna kill it myself. I'm not a murderer. When people first meet me, they either think I'm super shy and like I don't talk and I'm innocent, or they think I'm a rude ass bitch and that I'm too bold and I talk too much shit. Or they think I'm just like a sweet, outgoing person. These bitches don't know what my next move is. They don't know what to do with me. I am very, very competitive. There's a lot of skinny drag queens. And when you're a skinny drag queen, you can wear a bodysuit with no pads and shitty makeup and shitty hair, and you'll get more compliments than me. And I said, no girl, I'm gonna get the compliments and I'm gonna be the one that everybody stands up for after they perform. I'm gonna be in the forefront. I am not a backup dancer. These other hoes. If another queen comes for me, that bitch better watch the f out, because girl, I will read a bitch down and I don't give a f. If you wanna come for me, bitch, you better be flawless. A lot of people love to come for me behind my back. I was busy performing. You were sitting on your couch talking shit on the phone. There's a clear difference between me and you, baby. My first memory when I started watching Drag Race, one of my best friends in a Carl's Jr. showed me the video of Tatiana versus Alyssa Edwards to Shut Up and Drive, and it changed my life. I was very hooked. I was so hooked I started drag myself. Being on the 17th season of RuPaul's Drag Race means the world to me. Bitch, we're at the top of the game in drag right now. Every single bitch that does drag, no matter how much they want to deny it, they all want to do RuPaul's Drag Race. And all these bitches that wanted to hold me down and didn't want me to get my flowers, they get to see me doing Meet the Queens for RuPaul's Drag Race season 17. And that's gaggy, isn't it, bitch?
Wait, that was too good. I do drag for entertainment and payment. Wait, that's merch, bitch. I hate that.
Action.
Welcome back to the pit stop. My name is Monet Exchange, and we're gonna be reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race season 17. I'm sorry. My name is Kori King, and I am from Boston, Massachusetts. I'm very lazy. I don't like a pun name. I don't like corn on the cob, pool water. I'm not that girl. I like a regular name. So my real last name is King, so that's just my real last name. And then also, Kori is just like a unisex name. It's very like androgynous. The drag scene in Boston, honestly, is as sweet as St. Lucia. No, but seriously, it's good. It's very diverse. We have a lot of, alternative queens, a lot of showgirls. Everyone in Boston is shaped like a wisdom tooth. If you're in Boston, mama, the backstage just looks like a mouth. Just wisdom teeth. I am doing things that no queen does anymore. I wear breast, corsets, pads, fishnets. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy these days. I want to look like a walking hourglass with a double stack wig. Down. Give me that mirror again. That's that mirror again. I look nice! We're gonna keep going. I do drag because I am an artist and I am good at it. I'm not that girl that sits here like, oh my God, I do drag because when I throw that lash on, I just feel alive. Like, girl, no, it's not giving that. I want to entertain the crowd. I'm not doing the Seaside track. You want to hear Shania Twain, and I'm gonna do that. And I will be doing Kelly Clarkson. Trust. White girls love Kelly Clarkson. I'm not even gonna lie. You know, some girls sit here and they're like, a lot of people think that I'm like really a bitch, but I'm like actually really nice. Like, oh my God, do something else. Do something else. Open the fucking drag book and say something else. If you really think that like, oh my God, like I'm just such a bitch. No, you just have fucking Botox. You're not a bitch. You have to pick your battles. You can't waste your time arguing with certain people. If someone is ugly, why are you going to kick them when they're down? They're already struggling. Life's already hard for them already. They're taking it out on you. They're in survival mode right now. You cannot argue with ugly bitches. Being on the 17th season of RuPaul's Drag Race is as sweet as St. Lucia. Honestly, this sounds so bad. It feels correct. I mean, a lot of girls are like, this was a dream come true and I really prayed to my rosary beads. For me, it was like, girl, I knew I was gonna eat. Some of these bitches really be praying on stars. Bitch, no, pray up on that drag. Put them prayers down and pick up that wig. I have a feeling that this season is going to be giving the most unhinged, messiest, meta season of Drag Race of all time. I am America's next drag superstar because I am as sweet as St. Lucia. I'm not changing it, that's the answer. I got it, we got it.
A lot of people think I'm a top. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm tall, but I am a very, 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 very powerful bottom. Well, not powerful bottom. I'm just a bottom. I mean, I can power bottom on occasion. If it calls for it, I will clock in, but I just bottom.
Action.
Hi, my name is Lana Ja'Rae, and I am from New York City. My drag name actually comes from my original name because my middle name is Ja'Rae, but I put Lana in front of it, so it sounds like lingerie. But a lot of people think Lana Del Rey, which is okay, I guess. Lana Del Rey fans, I love you. The drag scene is very cutthroat in New York. Everywhere you look, there's a drag queen. So it's very hard to stand out, but I do a good job at doing it because I'm beautiful. My favorite place to perform at is probably Boxer's Hell's Kitchen because that stage is crazy and the audience doesn't pay attention, so you have to work for it, and I love working for something. I do a pretty good job at getting tips, so I think I'm pretty good. My drag is very femme, very woman-like. I'm wearing stones now, so don't get used to it. I don't like wearing all the big pageant stuff. It's not my cup of tea, more fashion, supermodel of the world type tees. But I love to look sexy and wear nothing. What makes me different than any other queen is, I look very beautiful, we know that, but I also can perform. And I'm also very funny because before I was beautiful, I was very ugly growing up, so I had to be the class clown. I didn't glow up until later in life, so you can only imagine how funny I had to be to survive. My favorite part of drag is probably putting on lashes and taking it off. Being in drag is very uncomfortable. It's very easy to look comfortable in drag, but I'm in a lot of pain right now, so once I get out of this and I can actually let everything breathe, I can finally relax. I'm screaming on the inside, but beauty is pain, and I am the most beautiful. I consider myself to be extremely competitive. I like to compete with myself because I can be a better person than I was the day before, and then that just helps me win in the end. I'm a winner and a loser, but you have to win to lose and lose to win. It's all a strategy. Everything in here is calculated, baby. Lots of math. 1 + 1, 2 + 2, 3 + 3. If another queen were to come for me, I would probably laugh. and I would probably tell them what they said is probably true. And if they want to fight, we can lip sync it out. I have to downplay my strengths, so then they expect me to not be good. And then I show up and I show out. So yeah, I'm not a good lip syncer. No, never. I've never done that before in my life. I am so scared of Michelle. I fear Michelle more than I fear my own mom. If Michelle doesn't like me, I think I would actually cry. So I want to make sure I can do everything in my power to make sure that she loves me better than everyone else. I'm going to buy her a box of chocolates because everyone loves chocolate. I'm not scared of RuPaul because I love RuPaul and I idolize RuPaul. So to me, RuPaul is like God, but I'm not scared of God. So why would I be scared of RuPaul? But I'm scared of Michelle because Michelle's mother, and you should be scared of mother, if that makes any sense. My first memory of watching Drag Race, I actually thought it was America's Next Top Model because it was season 8, episode 1, and I saw Naomi Smalls walk into the workroom. And I was like, this is literally Tyra Banks. And then I watched it and realized that that was a man dressing up as a woman, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I want to do this. And I did it. It means the entire world to be on the 17th season of Drag Race because 7 is actually my lucky number, and 7 plus 1 is 8, and I eat. I keep eating because I just eat in everything that I do. I am America's Next Drag Superstar because I was waiting for you to take a picture because a picture is worth 1,000 words. I was not supposed to be a drag queen. I was supposed to be a mechanical engineer. But I said, you know what, let me do drag one day. And I did it. And I put my mind to this competition. And I know I'm taking home the crown.
If another girl tries to come for me,
I'm gonna have to lay it down.
Action.
My name is Lexi Love, and I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. The story of my name. I thought that Lexi Love was cute and playful and still very, very feminine and not too like drag queeny. And my drag mom's last name was Love, so I had to take it. My drag style, I am a hardcore entertainer, but I want to make sure that I tell you a story in that 3.5 minutes that I'm performing. You need to feel a beginning, a middle, a climax, and an end. But to be honest, baby, I look like, you know, another pretty girl a lot of the times, and people don't think I'm gonna do anything special, so gotta keep them guessing. When it was time to arrive here, I used my powers of persuasion to convince everyone around me that I should be naked, like I am most of the time. So I am now covered in pounds and pounds of RuPaul's Drag Race glitter. Do you all not see why I am so different and so unique? I had a really, really rough backstory, and to believe that I'm here now, the only thing I want to do is know that I'm positively affecting other people's lives. Everything that I do is surrounding love and making others feel loved. So when you come to a Lexi Love show, it's not only the feeling that you get when you're watching me, but it's when you're interacting with me, taking photos with me. The people in the communities that we're performing for deserve that one-on-one interaction. That was something that inspired me growing up in this art form, and it's something that's getting lost. So buy me a shot, let's talk shop, and take a photo or two. I might not be book smart, but honey bunny, the street smarts that I have learned in this life could fill a college. I used to work for $0 pay. I would probably make $15 tips on, like, let's say a Tuesday or Wednesday. And I would use that money to buy a pack of cigarettes, some McDonald's, and to get back to the bar the next night for work. That is lip syncing for your life. I was fighting for blood, honey. You know what I mean? I have Cherokee Indian in me, so I have high cheekbones. I've got a low voice, and I've got a big so it's a lot. I fill a room when I step my big toe in it. What it means for me to be on season 17 of RuPaul's Drag Race is literally something I can't put into words. My mind is just truly blown. I should not be here right now. I should be dead in a gutter. And instead I'm swimming like a mermaid. I am America's Next Drag Superstar because I'm willing to put the work in. All I can do is show you what it means to me. And that is my full intention.
Ooh, I didn't mean to burp in the Meet the Queens, goddamn. Ooh, damn. Can I curse? I like to wear crazy shit. And I might actually become a crazy shit. Like I might actually create an outfit out of shit. I will do that. I would.
Action.
Hello. I am doing absolutely wretched, darling. I'm feeling very wet. My name is Lucky Starzzz, with as many Z's as you want to add. Lucky Starzzz! I am originally from Havana, Cuba, but I now reside in Miami, Florida. Lucky Starzzz came from my obsession with stars. I'm obsessed with space. I love galaxies. I love planets, stars. And as a kid, I was obsessed with like vintage cartoons. And they always incorporated stars, rainbows, and little things like that. So I feel like that just inspired me. I added Z's because I'm tired. The drag scene in Miami is very hot, kind of like me. Very sweaty. It's very pageant, very showgirl, very like human hair unit. And I am nothing of the sort. I break all the rules, and that's why I survive down there. I always like to say that I am a Venus flytrap in a room full of roses. Don't get too close because I might just bite. My style is very colorful, very crafty, it's unconventional, and I feel like we need to start adding more to drag because in a world full of minimalism, be extra. I backflip, I front flip, left flip, right flip. You thought Maya was the queen of flips? Baby, you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm kidding. I just like to duck walk. I like to do a little funky tarantula, you know, a little banana doo-doo here and there. I have my pearl here, and it shoots pearls, but we won't show that today. When people first meet me, they look at me as like a theme park attraction. They just want to take pictures. They're like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. Can I take a picture? I love the idea of shocking people. How would they react if they see a walking tree with big old apple tits? The weirdest thing about me is that I have brain farts 24/7. I can never think of what you know what, let me erase that. If another queen comes for me, I will snap. And when I snap real hard and real strong. I'm not joking, bitch. I'm very fluent in Spanish, and I was born in Cuba. I'm not like one of these people who say they're Latina and can't even say, sí, yo soy cubano, y estoy en la gran carrera de RuPaul, y voy a ganar la corona, sí, sí. I feel like this season is gonna be full of shocking surprises. Real wet, real hot and steamy, full of backstabbery, and all the crazy drama, because we are a cast of young, dramatic-ass bitches. I'm America's Next Drag Superstar because I am somebody that comes from the dirt, darling. I have done all of the work to get here. I have the hot glue gun burns to prove it. I have the paper cuts to prove it. I am somebody who brings that old school craftsmanship with that new school innovation. I am colorful, I'm out of the box, I'm unique. Unique? So why not give me a crown? And I'm not talking about the crowns in my teeth. I'm talking about an actual crown, okay?
This season is, she's got some fun in store for you. Expect drama, slapping, fighting, biting, maybe a little smooching. We'll see what shakes down.
Action.
My name is Lydia Butthole Kollins, and I am from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I was sort of bestowed the name Butthole. I just went with Lydia Kollins originally, and I guess that wasn't enough, so people started to add the B, and I thought it would be really funny to name myself Butthole. The Butthole is my grandmother's name, first name. Pittsburgh is full of grimy little freaks, artsy kids, the weirdos, just the most disgusting people in the world, and I would not want it any other way. I did go to school for film, so a lot of my drag is viewed through the lens of movie making. I love John Waters and Tim Burton and David Lynch. That's what sort of drives my drag. I love irreverence, a gimmick. I love something that is larger than life. I just want to do the kind of drag that you would see on a massive rose-tinted stage. I would say my style is very alternative, very gothy, grungy, and I don't like boring drag. Sorry, not to yell, but what makes me different from any other queen, I don't think is necessarily tangible. I don't think you can grab it or touch it or squeeze it. I'm just so fucking talented. I actually am very humble, but something about these bright lights, I don't know, it's bringing something out in me. I just feel really CUNT right now. I think people honestly are not all that impressed with me when they first see me. I think people write me off, but don't do that because the butthole will shart on you.
What's the strangest thing about you?
I can do this with my stomach. Hold on. Oh God, no, you can't see it, the baby's kicking. Help, oh my God. Okay, it looks a lot better not in this outfit. I am actually Shakira. I love puppets. I make a lot of puppets. I love to like be inside of the puppet. On stage, like I want to be the bones of the puppet that's controlling it. I might have a God complex. I don't think there's any misconceptions about me. What you see is what you get, and what you think of me is probably true. I guess the misconception is that I'm not so ultra kitty cat meow, mother of the house, trust the Duchess fierce. I feel like I'm easy to understand, but don't let that make you comfortable, because I will shock you. I do not like to show it, but I am incredibly competitive. I try to let things sort of pass through me and not let my emotions show on the surface, but deep down, I want to win so bad. I want to win everything. If a queen comes for me, I'd probably grab them by their wig and throw them to the floor. No, I would probably just be like, okay, whatever, girl, you're right, and have a laugh. Because if you have something to say about me, it's none of my business. To be on the 17th season of RuPaul's Drag Race is just the most massive dream come true. It's just surreal. It's everything that I've ever wanted since 2016. I did not think that the pinch me moments were real. I was like, nah, you don't need to do that. But genuinely, I feel like I need to pinch myself because it feels like a dream. I am America's Next Drag Superstar because no one can do what I can do. I'm a one-stop shop. I make everything I wear. I make all my mixes. I have such a clear vision of what I want my drag to be. I have yet to see someone like Lydia B Kollins grace the stage of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Don't you see this face? This face says it all, that I am a painter. I am the Van Gogh of the drag scene. No, I am the Kahindi Wiley of the drag scene. No. I am the Jackson Pollock of, no. I am the Andy Warhol of the drag scene, baby. You see it.
Action.
My drag name is Onya Nurve. That is ONYANURVE. And I am straight out of Cleveland, Ohio. My name came from my mom's name. Her name is Nina. My brother said, why don't you be Anya and making it Nerve, because on ya nerve. And it just stuck. It is a crowd pleaser. When you hear that name, you know you're gonna have a good show. It do take nerve, baby. The drag scene in Cleveland, I would consider it pretty competitive. So you got your pageant queens, you got your alternative entertainers, you have your kings, and you have a lot of newer entertainers. There's a lot of influence in like the college scene of the students doing drag. Burlesque is super popular. There are only a handful of Black entertainers in Cleveland, so I think I stood out in that way. And I'm just a bad bitch. I would consider my drag a balance of drama, theater, art, sprinkled on top a lot of like Blackness and glamour. I've heard that I come off like I have a resting bitch face. I think I'm a very warm person. I feel like I give like auntie, mothery vibes. So that can come off as like aggressive or mean, but I'm usually coming with love. I'm just looking out for my sister. Something strange about me is I really dislike video games. And I think Animal Crossing specifically, that's the one that really gets me. It be full-grown adults playing like a 5-year-old game. I'd be like, this is wild. I think there's a lot of other things that could be getting done besides like building an imaginary house. Build a real one. I am a very competitive person. I'm used to like auditioning for things, and since I've done it so long, like I'm just conditioned to be the best at things. I was also in speech and debate, state champion, which is a very competitive sport. If another queen comes for me, I will put that bitch in her place, swiftly and cleanly. Trust me. Being on season 17 feels like it was meant to be. It feels correct. So it's not surprising to me that I'm here. I worked really hard to get here, and I want this more than all of these other bitches. I feel like a lot of people are gonna say that these are a bunch of catty bitches, a bunch of young bitches. Bitches don't know how to shut up. Bitches just say what they wanna say. It's gonna give old school drag with a new spin, and we're gonna give them exactly what they want. I'm America's Next Drag Race Superstar because when I get on that stage, I give every ounce of my morsel and I leave no freaking crumbs. I have a presence that just needs to be seen and felt, and I'm just that bitch. Crown her, baby.
I was a competitive cheerleader when I was a kid. I was like this big and the big strong men were throwing me in the air. That's when I realized I was gay. I was like, do I like cheerleading or do I like getting thrown around by these hot men? I love danger. If they didn't catch me, maybe they would give me like mouth to mouth or something. Call me.
Action.
I'm Sam Starr. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. Can I get a yeehaw? My drag name was given to me by my fabulous birth mother. My name out of drag is Sam, so I couldn't think of a better name than Sam. I also like alliteration, and I'm a star, so Sam Star. The drag scene in Birmingham is definitely old school. It's been around forever, and we're pageant heavy. I would say I'm old Hollywood glamour, always Southern inspired. I love a good cowgirl hat and some cowboy boots. What makes me different than all the other queens is that I'm actually nice, and I have a good heart, unlike some of these bitches. I'm very silly and lighthearted. I love people, so I love to socialize, meet new girls, unless they're some of the girls in this competition. I would say I'm the most competitive girl in the competition. I cannot even play Monopoly in my house because it might end in homicide. I did not talk to my sister for a week because she beat me at Monopoly. If there's money and a crown on the line, I have plenty of friends, girl. I'm trying to get that. You're gonna have some other girl come in here and take my money? Not on my watch. I really don't think any of these queens would come for me. I was the one in middle school having to read all the straight bullies to get them to stop picking on me. So I'd like to think I have a quick wit and a fierce tongue. Well, the fierce tongue, at least that's what the boys say. I like to think I'm a versatile queen. That's what my Grindr profile says. I sing, I dance, I act, I tumble, I'll give you a ballad. Girl, I mean, what can I say? I remember seeing Alyssa Edwards on Drag Race for the first time. Then I got into Alyssa's Secret, which was a whole other earthworm. Or what did they say? Whole other wormhole? Some type of hole girl. Anyways, I related to her southernness. She was a small town boy living in Texas. I'm in Alabama. We're like basically neighbors. We're both dancers. We're both pageant queens. If I don't faint for RuPaul, I'll faint for Alyssa Edwards. So either way, I'm gonna faint. Maybe one of them can catch me and one of them can give me mouth to mouth. RuPaul, call me. I don't want to get emotional because we're going to be lighthearted, but to be here and to be a part of this amazing legacy that has shaped my life in so many ways, I'm so grateful. And to everyone who watches the show, we love you. Thank you for supporting. And please tune in, okay? I think that people are going to love this group of girls who are silly and not afraid to have a good time. I only have one thing to say. I'm going to pop off. Ow. I'm America's Next Drag Superstar because I'm the only bitch in this race who has the name Sam Star. It's literally in my name. Actually, maybe I should make my middle name Super, so it'll be Sam Superstar. Should we call RuPaul and see what she thinks? She's gonna love it.
I am so used to queens coming for me. I pity them. Underestimate me, go ahead. Please do, I encourage you. You're gonna see some girls fight. Claws and blood. Try me, bitch. It's over.
Action.
My name is Suzie Toot, and I am from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Fort Lickerdale, I've been told it's called. I didn't know that before now. One day, I was like painting, getting ready for one of my first shows, and my mom came by and she was like, "Oh, do you have a drag name?" I was like, "Oh yeah, it's yours. I forgot to tell you." It wasn't a tribute as much as it was theft. It's like, no, I want that name. And now when you Google Suzie Toot, guess what? I pop up.
So she didn't send like a cease and desist order?
No, not yet. She could change her name to Susan Desist. You're welcome. The drag that I do is part performance art, kooky weirdo, part Broadway cabaret diva. I enjoy getting clowny and getting crazy. I sing, I dance. She's an actress of both stage and screen, but I also love to design. I like to sketch my looks. I like to direct. My style, very pop, very 2000s. Britney Spears is sort of my main style icon. I'm lying. I was very inspired by, obviously, Betty Boop. Tap dancing became my entire life in high school. I was watching Debbie Reynolds, Eleanor Powell. Ruby Keeler is a huge one. Women of the 1920s. What's the strangest thing about me? I listen to a wide range of music, but maybe a quarter is Halloween music. Halloween music is a very special sect. There are bands that are completely dedicated to like a macabre, spooky, like I could put you on Zombina and the Skeletones, fucking Ghoul Pop, baby, like, and of course, the Monster Mash is on repeat. The biggest misconception about me is that I am just a dinky Broadway queen. I'm so much more than that. There is a complex world of universes inside the Suzie Tootiverse. Going into this season, I have to say I'm a little bit nervous about a potential design challenge. There's math in sewing. I love to glue because there's no math. I've done looks where it was like completely made out of dollar bills. I did We're in the Money, Ginger Rogers, and I did a Twizzler dress. I shut that down. It ate. Thank you. I am America's next drag superstar because I am ready to go in there and take the crown. It's mine, I see it, I want it, and I deserve it. So I'm going to get it. And that's what you can expect on season 17.